Welcome to Yajna Investment Academy. Today we are going to talk about the second step of financial planning, that is writing down your financial goals. We all have wishes and dreams, but the ones that need money to fulfill are actually our financial goals. Now these financial goals could be anything, like your daughter's higher education, her marriage, your bigger house. We have these wishes, dreams on our mind, in our heart, but do we write them down? No, we don't. The second thing we don't do is we don't quantify our goals. Let's say you want your daughter to have a higher education in the US, but what is the corpus you would need when she actually grows up? The third thing we don't do is we don't set a timeline to our goal. Again, in the example where you want your daughter to have her higher education in the US, by what time do you need that corpus? So again, you need to have a timeline to a goal. Now, what do you see in front of you are the most common goals that people have. That is buying a house or shifting to a bigger one, child's higher education, child's marriage, and retirement planning. This list could go on. People would want to buy a luxury car, or they would want to go on a foreign tour maybe. But these goals are the most common ones. Let's discuss this in terms of Parul and Puneet again. They want to move into a bigger house after 3.33 years, that is in 2019, after they finish off their existing home loan. The current price of the house Parul and Puneet wish to buy is 1 CR. After 3.33 years, if we assume inflation at 7%, the price would be 1.25 CR. Now, how do you arrive to this future cost? There are a lot of inflation adjusted calculators available online. You need to put in the current cost of your financial goal, the time available, and the inflation that you assume. You get the future cost of your goal. Similarly, we have calculated the cost of higher education of Parul and Puneet's daughter, who is 6 years old now. They need the corpus after 16 years, that is in 2032. The current cost of higher education abroad is 25 lakhs, and so the future cost works out to be 73.8 lakhs. Similarly, for their daughter's marriage, as of today, Parul and Puneet wish to spend 15 lakh rupees. They have 18 years in hand, so the corpus is required in 2034. The future cost works out to be 50.69 lakhs. The last goal here is retirement. For calculating your retirement corpus, you need a retirement planner. Now these planners are again available online. There you need to put in your current age. Puneet's current age is 32 years. You need to put in your retirement age. For Puneet, we've put it 55 years. You need to put in your life expectancy. For Puneet, we've put in 80 years. You need to put in your monthly expenses. Parul and Puneet's monthly expenses are 48,000 rupees. You need to put in inflation. We've put it as 7%. And if you were to start investing today, you need to put in what is the expected rate of return. For 10% rate of return, the corpus works out to be 4.99 CR. Now this is a very big amount, and that's precisely why writing down your financial goals becomes so important. So until and unless you know where you have to reach, how would you start investing for your goals? So today we have seen how important it is to write down your financial goals. We have seen how important it is to quantify and put timelines to your goals. Again, be very realistic when you list down your goals and prioritize your goals so that you could fulfill your goals in that particular order. Hope you actually write down your financial goals after you watch this video. Our next video would be the third step of financial planning, that is looking at investment options available for your financial goals. Friends, thanks for watching this video. Watch this space for more such topics. Until then, happy investing. If you have any questions, let us know in the comment section below our videos. And if you like our videos, please do subscribe. Thank you.